This is a tutorial on Jayson Merrill's Diamondback Alpha. It has landing gear, stabilizers, thrusters, and it has a pretty hard nose, so it's a sturdy plane. Okay, let's get started. So I just colored one side of my paper blue, like if it was combi. I'm using a 8.5 square sheet. So what you want to do is fold in half blank side. I have some folds already done. And then you want to fold on the other side, flip it, and fold this point to that point. And do it on the other side. Now I recommend you using a type of stone. I recommend you using a type of stone, but I'm using a bottle cap. You could use like a stone that is pretty smooth and not that rocky, or else it'll rip your paper. I'll just set it right here. Okay, so now you open, flip, and bringing in on both of these creases. You want to bring it on both of those creases, like so. Then you just want to fold up, take this edge to that edge, and inside reverse fold those, like so. Okay, do the same thing on the other side, like so. Now you want to just open along the existing crease, and now take this edge to that crease, like so. And do the same thing on the other side. Now you want to do performance swivel fold. So right where this crease intersects this edge, you want to make a crease from there to about right here. To determine that, you want to take this edge right here, line it up with your center crease. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but this plane is only for experts. And just do the same thing on the other side. Now, fold down along those existing creases and kind of lift this up and just push them in. So now you want to take this edge to this center crease. Now this is where I recommend a stone or bottle cap because the layer is pretty thick. And then just do the same thing on the other side. Now you want to take this right here and lift it and push to create this bunny ear. Now you want to squash fold that, and now we're going to perform a petal fold. So what you just do is take this edge to the center, repeat on the other side. Now right where these creases intersect that edge, you want to make a crease right there and connect those. Like so. And then you could bring it on the sides. And then fold down, then fold up. Now this is where the tricky part comes. You want to unfold the petal fold, unfold the squash fold, and you even want to take this fold back down. So it's back to this base, but we just have these creases. Now you can see the main break is along this edge. You want the main break to be along this edge. Once you do that, then this is what it should look like. So now you can see you have this petal fold right here. Oh, you have this petal fold right there. So still holding it, you want to push in at this crease right here. You could see kind of, and just push and make it stop until this crease right here. So then you want to push in on these creases and collapse like so. Now after that, you want this bunny ear again to be tucked within these layers. And to do that, what you want to do is you want to do the same thing, but this should be a mountain, this should be a valley, and the rest, this should just be like that. And then you want to pinch and swing on this crease like a hinge, and then it will cause this to happen. After that, you can just push in on these sides and collapse. Okay, then you want to squash fold that bunny ear. And then using existing creases right here, you want to reverse them and then do another petal fold. Now this petal fold is going to be longer. Than the one that we did, because now it reaches all the way up here instead of right here. Okay. I'm just a kid, so I don't get this stuff perfect. Okay, so now you want to flip it over, and this next step is going to be hard for me to show on camera. So you have this tab right here. As you can see, you want to reverse it, so I'll just do that. There's a natural crease already, so I just remake that and then I'll show you. So now if I were to kind of close it, you can see the difference. This tab has a crease along that edge, the existing, right here, that's the existing crease, and it goes up. And then I just made a crease going along that edge. Well, this one doesn't, so you just flip it on its existing crease. And then you just do the same thing on this side. Like so. And then you can just flip it over. And then line up your center creases. And just crease. Like so. Now these are going to be the thrusters right here, and you can just open them up, but don't do it yet. Okay, so now this is just going to be a reference crease. So we want to take that point to this crease right here, which is the existing crease. You need to understand origami. This shouldn't be your first video if you're trying to look for something good. Okay, so now you want to take this edge into center. But make sure they all line up. The center creases all line up. Okay. This is what your plane should look like. And then open that up and just do the same thing on this side. Okay, so now you want to make a crease from that point right there, right where that point intersects. This, you want to make a crease from that point down to this corner. I'm not going to get it perfect, but you should actually know what I'm doing. Okay, that's what your plane should look like. Now this crease right here that we made makes these wings. Okay, so now you can just make a really sharp crease. And do the same. What you could actually do is flip this over and tidy it up a little. And now you want to make a crease. You want to make a crease going along that edge. Like so. And just do the same thing on the other side. Make a crease from this point to the corner. And then make a sharp crease. Flip it over like so. And just tidy it up. And then flip the plane over, actually, and make a crease along this edge. Okay, so now this is what your plane should look like. So now what you actually want to do is you want to make a crease going along this edge on this layer. So what you just do is fold over. Doesn't have to be perfect, because the key mine's not going to the corner like it should be. And then do the same thing. And this is what is gonna help you. Trust me, it's gonna be way easier to make the jet fall, which makes the nose point down. Okay, so now what you want to do is you just want to take that and just put it under. Okay, undo everything. Not everything, but undo it until you go like this. So now these next steps are the trickiest steps, because it's how we make our landing gear. You want to make it now. You see you have this layer right here. If you flip it, you want to make a crease along this edge on this layer. So then just do that, like so. And then when you flatten it, you could see you have this bulge right here. Don't worry about that. just flatten it to the left and repeat on the other side. If you have too much trouble on this, it's probably because I don't speak a lot. You could do it on Foldable Flight's channel or Jayson Merrill's channel. Okay, so then using the crease on the pedal fold, you want to open it, like go along this crease, and it will make this a mess. So now what you want to do, you want to take your finger and push along this spine right here so that you can't even feel it anymore, and it's like this. Okay, so now you want to push, and when you do that, there is some bubbling right here, and then you just go along some existing creases to create one landing gear, and this is going to be your middle one. I mean your front one, and just repeat on this side. And then you can make sharp creases. Okay. So now this is what your plane should look like. What you want to do is gain access to this edge right here, and to do that you kind of just lift this and you have this layer. And then what you just want to do is just take a little chunk out of it and just make a crease from about right. And then make a crease from about right here all the way up to the top corner. Okay? And then you could flatten and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, like so. Okay, so now you want to make a crease going along this edge with this. So then just go along that edge and make a sharp crease. This is what the plane should look like. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay. So after that, you want to squash fold this flap right here. So then just take it, squash fold it. Now I recommend you have like a pencil. I just have this pencil right here, so you can open up the engines and do some other stuff like squash folding, so that you could stick it in and twist it and squash fold. So you could squash fold it like that. Now this is a pretty long plane. It's about like 20 minutes or something. Okay, and then it's about 20 to 30. So then just squash fold this side too. Make sure you land this point on this edge. It should divide it evenly. And then make the crease. Okay, now you want to take this edge and flip it. And do the same thing on this side. Now you want to take this edge to that edge. And do the same thing on this side. Now you want to make a crease from that point to that point on this edge. like so. And then you could flatten like so and take it down. And just do the same thing on this side. And then you could open it back up to look like this. And then what you want to do is you want to kind of open, like push. Now you want to line up this edge with that edge, like so. Make the crease. And then going along that existing crease, then you can just make the crease on there. It looks way different, see? And then just do the same thing. Lift up, go, and push down. So now what you want to do is having it like this with the existing crease. You want to fold along that edge. Like so. And then do the same thing on this side. Like so. This is going to be your landing gear. And then just make your landing gear on the front. Pinch. As you can see, your plane could already stand. So now what you want to do is take that point to where these intersect the center, like so. And then remember when we made a crease along this edge, you just want to use those creases. You want to remake, not remake, but use them. To make your jet fold. I'm having a little bit of trouble. Okay, after that, this is what your plan should look like. You should have made a crease along that edge. So now all you have to do is lock our plane and make the stabilizers. So you want to make it look like this. So that edge is about 90 degrees if you were to put it on the ground. And then just make the crease. Now what you want to do, this is mine, is you want to take crease. You don't want to squash fold it, but you want to crease from about right there. And then take, I know it's not focusing, this edge and pinch it and line it up with that edge, like so. And then make the crease. And then make a crease along that edge. Oh, actually, I didn't make it all the way inside. You want to make it inside, line up, make the crease. Now, if it's like that, no. You want it down. Now, I'm having a little bit of trouble. You want it about right here. You don't want it moving. You just want it like that. And then make that crease. Okay, so now you can make crease along that edge. And now you have the shape. It's not locked. So what you want to do is take this edge and push it up inside. So just push it up and inside. Okay, and then you could flatten, make the crease like so. It's not focusing, I know. Okay, and now you have your base like so. And now what you want to do is, using that pencil or whatever, expand these engines. So what I like to do is kind of stick it. I should focus. Okay, stick it in. I'm having a hard time doing that. Okay, there. So you stick it in like so. Expand. But then what I like to do is kind of push in like so. This is optional. Push in and make a gentle crease. Don't make a light crease. I didn't crease it all the way. As you can see, it's still kind of bubbling. And then you can open and go along that crease to make the thruster. And just repeat on this side. Like so. Make not that much of a sharp crease.
Không được nhìn nghĩ gì. Con nhìn nhiều quá.
And then just open it to create those engines, thrusters, whatever you like to call them. And now, if you don't know how to take out your landing gear, what you just do is take out your landing gear. I retracted mine when we were doing the jet fold, but you don't really have to. And then what I like to do is, when your plane is like this, then what I like to do is kind of fold it over on both sides like so. Now this is what your plane, whatever you're gonna call it, Diamondback, jet, should look like this. And my landing gear isn't even, so yeah, it's pretty bad. And then try to make it so that the front landing gear is even to the back, and then you could sit it, and you have a finished Diamondback Alpha. Goodbye.